Hi friends, I'm here with a yoga offering. As always, go at your own pace, rest whenever you need to, modify anything you need to. If something I'm offering doesn't work for you, you can of course skip things or change things. Let's start on our backs today. You can come into a savasana type position, spread out. And either begin with eyes closed or take a soft gaze up towards the ceiling. Let the weight of your body release back. And come into a nice slow rhythm with your breath. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you. We'll begin by sliding arms overhead, stretching out long through your arms and legs. Interlace your fingers, press out through your palms and flex your feet. Release and bring your right knee to your chest. Give that knee a good squeeze in, releasing deep into your hip crease. And then straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times in both directions. And then bend your knee back in, open your knee out to the right, and straighten part way or all the way out to the side. Just working with your body, going to your limits, not beyond. Let's release, bend the knee, bring it across, spinal twist. Let your knee and shoulder release away from one another. And then staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal and your right arm on a high diagonal, like a big tug of war from one end to the other. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees. And then grab hold of just the left knee. Drop the right leg long. Squeeze this knee in close. And then straighten the left leg up towards the ceiling. Flex and point. Circle your ankle a couple times in both directions. And then release. Bend your knee in, open your knee out to the left, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side. Grounding down through the back of the right leg. Relaxing your face, relaxing your shoulders. Let's release. Bend the left knee, bring it across, spinal twist. First with a bent knee. And then straighten the left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. And then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees, evening out your torso. And let's make our way up to sitting, coming into a comfortable cross-legged position. If you want to sit up on something, you might grab a blanket or cushion or block. And we'll take the right arm up, bend it straight back on itself. Grab your elbow and take it back. As you do this, drop the ribs, draw the belly in. Keeping breath slow and deep. Release right arm up. Open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hug it in as close as you can. As you do so, draw back through your right shoulder so you're still square across your chest. And then release, arm out. Rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around behind your back. Interlace fingers at your waist and pull your knuckles around towards the front. Bring elbows towards one another and then circle your right shoulder. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, opening the chest, and then fold whatever amount is possible for you. Might be just letting your head drop, could be coming part way or all the way to the floor. And then release. Come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top. And then take the left arm up. Bend it straight back on itself. Grab your elbow and take it back. Drop the ribs. Trying to find equal length on all four sides of the torso. Release, arm up. Open it out. Take it across. Hook with the other arm. Hug it in nice and close. And as you do, draw back through your left shoulder. Feeling square across the chest. Tall spine. Release, arm out. Thumb points down. Wrap it around. Interlace fingers again, this time with the other thumb on top. Elbows go towards one another. Circle your left shoulder. Reach both arms back, open up through the chest, and then fold forward. Could be just dropping your head, might be coming part way or all the way to the floor. And then release. Come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. Roll your way back up. Let's come onto hands and knees, tabletop. If you want to pad your knees, you could roll up the center of your mat or put a blanket or cushion under there. Hands right under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's take a few rolls through the spine. Starting by lifting the head and tail, arching. Exhale, round. Draw the belly in strongly. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now, inhale, arch. From here, shift your weight forward. Bend your elbows straight back and dip part way or all the way to the floor, pressing up from there. Round. Arch. Go forward to dip down. If going all the way down is too much, just go a couple of inches and then press up from there. Round. Arch. Go forward to dip down. Press up. Round. Arch. One more time, dip down. Press up, round, and then sink back to child's pose. Releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor, letting the weight of your body release. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left, and then pull back through the right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Releasing. Even as you rest, keep your breath slow and deep. Let's come up through table and set up for a twist. Lift the left arm up, take it all the way up as high as you can, and then curl from fingertips down. Thread it right behind the opposite wrist. Keep going until you come onto your shoulder inside of your head, and then push the right hand into the floor to open up through that top shoulder. And there's lots of other ways you might do this. You could push your right hand into your left forearm. You could take your right arm up or tuck it behind your back. So feel free to explore, experiment, find how this is interesting or useful for you. And then release. Let's unwind, back to neutral, maybe take a few rolls through the spine. When you're ready, same thing other side. From neutral, right arm lifts up, all the way up, and then curl from fingertips down, thread it through, come onto your shoulder inside of your head, and then push the left hand into the floor or forearm, or take whatever variation you did on the other side. And release, come up. Let's take a few rolls through the spine, evening things out. And then we'll come to sitting. Let's extend the legs forward. Take the flesh of the sit bones back out of the way and get set up for a seated forward fold. If you want to sit up on something, a lift under the hips could also work. We're going to fold and use the hands for support. That could be on the feet if you're able to reach the feet. If you can't reach your feet, could either put a strap around the feet or go back to hands on the floor. So hands are supporting you wherever they are. Each inhale, go towards more length. Each exhale towards a deeper fold. Breathing here, feeling where you are, exploring your limits. Last breath. Let's release, come up. We're going to bring soles of the feet together, but pretty far out. So kind of a nice open diamond. And again, you can use your hands to support you. That could be on the floor behind you, could be on the floor in front of you or on your feet, going towards a flat back, towards folding. And all bodies are different, so it may not look anything like what I'm doing. You're just going in the directions of length, in the directions of folding. And then breathing where you are, feeling what you're doing. Let's release. Come back up. And we're going to come back onto our backs and try a supported bridge. For this, we will need some props. If you have yoga blocks, those are great. You could also use books with a towel over them, cushions that are firm, a foam roller, blankets, bolster. Use what you've got. So from here, we'll lift the hips. We're going to place whatever you have under your sacrum. So that's a little lower than the lower back. You can choose your height and firmness based on what you have around. Once you have your props in place, let the weight of your hips drop. And then let your body relax into this shape. This is a very gentle inversion. The hips are higher than the heart. Let your body relax into this position. You're welcome to stay here, or I'll offer a hip flexor stretch. So if you'd like to join me in that, bring your right knee to your chest, and you're going to take hold of that knee with either one or both hands behind your leg or up around the top of the knee, and hug it in as close as you can. Then straighten your other leg and let your straight leg hang towards the floor. So right knee to the chest, left leg hanging. This can help open up the front of the left hip, a place that can get really tight. Let's switch sides. If you were doing the hip flexor stretch, grab your left knee now, straighten the right leg and let that straight right leg hang, opening up the front of the right hip. And keep seeing what is there to release here. There's all kinds of unconscious, unnecessary tension we each hold. So here in our practice, we can begin to unravel that. Letting go as much as you can, and then each breath again, inviting more release. So let's come back to neutral. That could be both feet back to the floor, could bring both knees up, or you could extend legs straight, either up in the air or along the floor. If at any point you need to adjust the height or placement of your props, feel free to do so. And just see how much can you relax here. Probably a little bit of effort is required, otherwise you might fall off your block. But see how much you can let go. Whenever you're ready to release fully, you can take your props out of your way. Check in with your body. Is there anything else you need to do or want to do to wrap up your practice, to get comfortable? Eventually settling into stillness. Letting go of any control of your breath. Letting go of trying to do anything. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again. And let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side. And use your hands to help you up to sitting. And bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for practicing with me today. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for your support in whatever way that shows up. I appreciate sharing these with people who might enjoy them, letting me know you enjoy them. Financial contributions through Venmo, PayPal, or now Patreon. So just thank you for being here with me.